Hello, Greg from Balloon Market here, and welcome to BMTV. Right, we're back. We did the spring fair this time last week. It was lovely going up there, and it poured down with rain on the way back. But I enjoyed being up there. I just want to say a quick thank you to everybody that we spoke to on camera. That was absolutely fantastic. Thank you for your time in doing that. I know some of you were very, very busy there up at the spring fair. But I also want to say a big thank you to those of you that stopped me and said, "Hello, Greg, we watch BMTV." It's really humbling to actually meet people that watch this every week. It was a bit weird, I have to be honest, at the beginning. And I stood there and people looking at me and I'm like, why is he looking? And then I realized, oh yeah, they recognize me. So once I got over that, it was fine. I just smiled and it was really lovely. These are some of the people that I met when I was up there. It was really lovely to speak to everybody, find out a little bit more about your business, find out about how long you've been doing it, find out about the challenges you face in the industry. It was really nice for me to get some context and speak to real people rather than just be in a room with a couple of cameras and Rob. So yeah, thank you for stopping me and having a chat. It was really, really lovely to see you all. I also saw Lawrence Llewellyn-Bowen when I was up there wearing a purple suit. Lawrence, if you're watching, hello. Hope you enjoyed Spring Fair. I also saw George, the NABAS chairman. Those of you that are members of NABAS will know George. So George, hello, if you're watching. Actually, we also spoke to Sue Bowler on the Qualitech stand. And you'll know Sue if you've watched BMTV for the last few months. And she'd just recently been over to India. And she said she was absolutely shocked. She was over there and people were saying, "Sue, we saw you on BMTV." So apparently BMTV has a following in India. Who'd have known? So I just wanted to say a big hello to everybody in India. I've never been there. One day maybe I will come there and maybe I'll come and see everybody. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy BMTV. Right, now before we get into all the balloon stuff, I just wanted to share a couple of facts, fun facts. If you're watching this on the day of release, it's the 16th of February. Now, what's happened on the 16th of February in history? Well, let me tell you. In AD 600, Pope Gregory the Great, which I think is a fantastic name, actually decreed that the correct reaction when somebody sneezes is "God bless you." And it got me thinking, how did that meeting go? Was the Pope there and all his cardinals? And it's like, Pope, today, number one on the agenda is, what should we do when people sneeze? I don't know. What should we do when people sneeze? Well, do you think we should say something? Okay, what should we say? Not sure. What do you think? What about God bless you? Great idea, Pope. And there you go. Agenda item number one, tick. Do you think it went like that? Who knows? Anyway, yes, that's where that comes from. But more recently, in 2005, The Apprentice was aired for the first time in the UK with Alan Sugar. Now, not that interesting on its own. However, a little secret about me, I actually auditioned for that. So that very first series of The Apprentice, I auditioned. Went down to London, big hotel, and I think it was a 6-stage sort of selection process. And I went to the first stage and so I got through. Excellent. So I went from one room to the next room. Second stage, yeah, got through. Oh, excellent. I'm really close. And then the third stage didn't get through. Basically, I didn't really know much about Alan Sugar other than he created Amstrad in the 70s and 80s. So they said, do you read his column in the Mirror? And I'm like, no, does he have a column in the Mirror? And they might as well just thrown me out. So, well, they did, kind of. But the last two stages would have been in front of a camera and I would have just been absolutely atrocious back then. Some would say I'm atrocious now, who knows? But I am much more comfortable doing this than I was back then. Anyway, interesting facts right there. Now, since the Spring Fair, we have been inundated with inquiries and requests. People saying, have you got this in? Have you got that in? This is the main thing. Hello. The rose gold one from North Star. People are going crazy for that. People want it here right now. And the 16-inch letters and numbers from North Star, people want them right now. They're not here. They're not actually manufactured yet. They are in production right now and they will, I don't know when they're going to be with us. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I'm hoping March. But I honestly do not know. Depends how quickly North Star can get them over to the UK and into us. However, I will promise you one thing. Doing it again. I keep doing this. Now, I don't know if you've been watching the news recently, but there's somebody that does this quite a lot on TV at the moment, and I've got to stop myself doing it, so I'm going to hold my hands. I'll probably carry on doing it. But anyway, it's Donald Trump, by the way. I totally forgot what I was saying. Oh yes, what I promise I will do is as soon as there's anything rose gold in the building, I will let you know. I will put it on Facebook Live, or we could do a YouTube Live, Rob, or Instagram. I'll do something. You will know about it as soon as they are in the building. I promise. I absolutely promise you. And if you do want them, I'd suggest that maybe as soon as they're in, you get them pretty quick. Just a thought. And also, there's the Amscan stuff. Oh no, North Star. This as well. This is the holographic finish. They're going to be in at some point as well. I quite like this holographic finish. By the way, it's only holographic on one side. It's just plain silver on the other, but I don't think that really matters because you need to be able to read it. So you wouldn't have it like that. So it's not like an 18-inch foil balloon on one side. So there you go, holographic. Now, talking of the rose gold, Amscan, obviously we're talking about their rose gold stuff at the Spring Fair. And they've got the orbs, the cubes, the diamonds, the normal foil balloons, and they've got the giant numbers and letters, the 34-inch ones. Now, I don't know if North Star are going to do those 34-inch letters and numbers. I kind of think they probably will. However, I know they're not in production just yet. So the Amscan ones are likely to be available first. We've not decided if we're going to have those or not yet. But if anybody's got any thoughts one way or the other, please comment down below and let us know if you'd like those or not. But yeah, the orbs, that we're very excited about the orbs when they come in. But the rose gold from Amscan is slightly lighter than this rose gold. So just be aware of that. Now, speaking of Amscan, obviously we spoke to Chris Horn, the balloon industry celebrity at the Spring Fair. And Chris predicted that one of the themes, one of the trends for 2017 is going to be tails on balloons. Now, we've had tassel tails for a few years now. The big tassel-y type tails. And they are either very expensive or they take a long time to make. So you can make them yourself, but it's going to take quite a long time, and if you value your time, going to be quite expensive in that way. So I think they're great, and you are going to have some customers that will possibly spend an extra £20, £30 for a fancy tassel tail and a 3-foot balloon or whatever. However, I'm guessing that the majority of customers probably want something a bit more affordable, shall we say. So these are from Amscan. Chris obviously showed us the designs that are new, that they've not actually put into production. The prototypes, that's the word, prototypes of the tails that they're looking at. And that's what a lot of people do at Spring Fair. They get these prototypes, they bring them, the manufacturers bring them on their stands, and they ask their customers, what do you think? And do you think your customers would like these? And then they decide if they're going to invest in the manufacturing costs and to produce those. But these actually exist right now. They are called glitter strings. You can see it's got a glittery finish here. And then you've got the metallic circle there. Metallic, that's another trend for 2017. And they come in all sorts of colours. Now, fingers crossed, they are in the building. It's Monday today. They've been ordered. Hopefully they'll be with us by tomorrow, Tuesday or Wednesday. And this goes out on Thursday. So there's a chance they're not actually on the website just yet. The girls in the content team have got more than 200 products to get onto the website in the next week. So fingers crossed they'll be on there. If not, they'll be on there very soon. So please bear with us. So yeah, I think they cost pence, by the way. So it's all about adding value. We talk about adding value a lot. Perceived value cost a few pence, but could you charge an extra £5 for that? Of course you could. I think instead of just normal plain old ribbon, something like that, it just looks fancy, particularly as you've got the fishing wire. You can't really see it. It just looks quite magical, I think. So yeah, they are in stock, fingers crossed, right now. Now, this is something you would never, ever, ever see at the Spring Fair. Got a Qualitex product and an Amscan product. Oh no! Yeah, obviously Qualitex would never do that and Amscan would never do that. However, we are able to do that and you are able to do that. So I think it's quite important to take the best bits from different manufacturers and see what you can do. Create something a bit different, mix it up a bit. So that's what we've done here. But you can mix and match manufacturers. I'll come to this in a second. Do different things. In fact, I quite like to do a show about that, what we can do with different manufacturer products being independent from all the manufacturers. I think that'd be quite an interesting thing to do, because you would be able to do exactly the same. Anyway, talking of Qualatex, this bubble balloon, the other thing that people are going crazy for is the footprint bubble balloon, baby footprint bubble balloon. We've not got that yet either. That's due in the country in April, we're told. Qualatex sometimes say April and then it comes in a week or two earlier to us. So fingers crossed. I'd love it to be in March. That'd be awesome. But they're saying April. We'll see. But I can promise you once again that, once again that as soon as it's in, I'll let you know. Now, this is from Unique Party. And I have to say, I think Unique Party have really hit on something here. If you've been watching BMTV for a while, you might remember, I don't know when it was it a year ago, something like that? Mark from Qualatex came in and he showed us how to make a 7-foot version of this. So we had the big Qualatex tapers, inflated them, put them all together, and we put it up on the warehouse roof. And which is great. And it was a bit awkward and difficult to twist them, but it was great, amazing effect. However, the smaller tapers that Qualatex do don't have valves, so they need to be heat sealed. So it becomes quite a specialist sort of product. So Unique obviously clocked that, and they've put valves in these. They're only airfill, you can't fill them with helium, they won't float. But they've put valves in here, and they've put 12 of them together and put them in a pack. So now you've got a solution, an out of the pack solution that can create this. I created this one. It only took me 6 minutes, but for an average person, you're probably looking at 3 minutes because I am quite incompetent indeed. This is a large one. There is a bigger one called a giant one, I think. These, again, should be in the building now. They're due in on Wednesday. By the time this goes out on Thursday, hopefully they'll be on the website. But if not, they're going to be there really, really soon. I think this is a really good opportunity for decorators to offer something different. I'm not sure that some consumers would buy these and do it themselves maybe, but as decorators, if you've got a few of the magnets, you've got the mag pole, you've got fishing line. I've just used ribbon on this one to tie it up to the ceiling. You've got fishing line. I had a thought that even though I'm not a decorator, I thought rather than having balloons coming up from a table, you could attach one of these over each table and have it a fishing line, and it just looks as if it's floating above the table. An amazing effect. So yeah, I think these are great. I think Unique. I met Jim Cairns, the MD of Unique. Jim, thanks for talking to us. And I just think on their stand they mixed some of the different colours, so there was silver and gold. You can do a lot with them. So I think I'd be interested to hear your opinion. Please leave a comment down below. Anyway, that's it from me. Just a question of the week. Obviously, we spoke to everybody at the Spring Fair and said, what do you think the trends of 2017 are going to be? And so I'd like to ask you that exact same question. Based on what your customers are saying, what you're seeing in your marketplace, if you went up to the Spring Fair, what did you see above and beyond the sort of party area? What do you think the trends for 2017 are going to be? Please leave your comments down below on Facebook or on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.